So I'm actually getting a fair amount of data out of this already. We're 8.5 hours in. Ideally, I would complete these in around 11.5-ish hours, because if I want to do 2 a day, I know you're like, well, you just need to do them every 12 hours. Well, in a perfect world, yes. In reality, things are never quite perfect and precise. So 11.5 would be cutting it kind of close. And then I could time it so that I would be able to, anyway. It's going to be a bit of a trick to do. So yeah, I had just a couple million in each of these for a while I was running full tilt on Power Surge. I should probably ignore these two entirely. I put them there out of habit. I probably need to distribute something down here just because, but I mean this is optional down here. This is important. I need this to be at 500 so that I can smash all of these. I haven't put anything into monuments yet. The divinity generator only went up to about here. So there's that. 11.5 hours. And the tricky thing is that each time I do a Planet Multi-Challenge, it's slightly more difficult than the one before it. It's tricksy. Tricksy little thing, because eventually it would get out of reach, even if I had it down to 11.5. But I'd really like to be able to do 2 of these a day. So one of the things I've decided to do, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do this right now. Okay, so it's taking 14.5 million at the moment. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do planet level. That's all I can afford at the moment. That only saves me, that doesn't even save me 1 million. That's actually less of an effect than I thought it would be. I mean, it's a disappointment, but it's not spend 1,000 GP level disappointment. Just oh, that wasn't quite as what I expected. Because I went from 79 to 84, 4 points. Feels like it should be a little bit more than that. Anyway, I'll probably invest 1 more point into planet level, bring it up 1 more, and then go back to saving my challenge points for other things, bigger and better. I need things to give me an edge at this. Something I can do that will make me faster and more efficient at these. There's no way to get the might, to access to the might sooner. More clones, of course, always helps. Alright, everybody gathered up? Good, let's hit this thing. Oops, not that button. Do we have enough force to do this without getting murderated? I do believe so. Excellent. And we are at 5 week. Okay, so now the question is, how much more of that do I need to do? Well, I'm just going to set this up here for now. Oh, shit. I'm forgetting. I have to replenish you and of you. Okay, now. Wait, wrong place. Now I can put you guys back. Ah! So. I don't know that I can make this much faster than I'm doing. I mean, somewhat, but not really all that much more. But of course, if I do my No Divinity challenges and then come back to this, well, now wouldn't that make it a lot better? Yes. Yes, that would help. Wouldn't it? To make my goal of 2 planet multis a day, I might need to do these. I'll have to think about this. I might just go that route. Well... Not quite up to 2,000. It's been so long since I've done a multiplier campaign. I couldn't remember. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it's going to be. But that's okay, because we got a ways to go here, too. One sec. Yeah. I thought I would be faster on the planet multiplier challenge than this. Jeez. For some reason I thought I would be quite a bit faster on it. I've been doing AACs for months? How many of them did I do? I have to get used to playing the game again. And my stats are quite a bit different from what they had been. Alright, where's what we're gonna do? Jeez. Yeah, we're gonna go like this. No, wait, no. Plus U. Oh, shoot. Not that one. Okay, and then I'm gonna put in U. No, not that. Okay. But not U. So the dragon is on the cusp of evolving. But you... it gets a little unicorn horn. Because blacksmiths need horns. They need an extra finger to hold things down while they're working. And they don't use hammers. They use their hooves. Now we know I'm going to give it a hammer anyway. Alright. Cool. It does look awesome. You have evolved a total of 20 pets. Alright, I've got the token that's probably destined for Camely. Okay. You are going to start upgrading things now. But what? 2 days, 23 hours. Oh, is that all? Oh, okay. I need to get this hammer off of whoever's holding it. Who is holding that? What happened? Did I sort my pets? I did not mean to sort my pets. Well, I mean, if default works one of these days. Oh shit, the dragon's the strongest pet of all? Cool. I'll examine that in greater detail later. You there, sir! You don't get that anymore. Okay. So, mountain. Water temple. How you going? You're level 2 now. Keep going. Keep building at it. Okay. Upgrade. That one must have been work from a long time ago. I think I should start with this. You're going to take it to 5. And you're just going to keep working away on pushing things to 5s. I wish I could use Sebastian because he's got levels already. But it needs to be a water type here. He's just the right shape until I get the octopus. Anyway. No, we're good. I still haven't decided for sure how I'm going to do things. I still think I'm probably going to go with with more PMCs, even though they're slower than I intended, as I lose all my rebirth multipliers, as I slowly float down. Yeah. Might as well. There. I need to turn this back on. Right then. Well, we'll see in 8 hours. I'll definitely have this in 8 hours. Kind of tempted to take the 13 million off and put them to work on something else. I'm not sure I have enough black hole production to keep this running all night. Maybe I'll slow things down a smidge. Right. Anyway. So, despite the fact that 18.5 hours have passed, despite the fact that this has been running almost constantly since I got the power surge up, I'm still not there. An hour and a half. Well, anyway. Well, anyway. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna quite spam these yet. I think I'll try to. I think I'm gonna get the no rebirths before and then come back for these. So I'm probably gonna take a crystal power challenge on my way down here. The good news is that I needed to do this longer run anyway to get the multiplier up, which I figure 2 hours I'll have this knocked out, and everything I could want. As you can see, I threw Douglas into this. We're short 1 pet here because my buddy here is busy hammering this water fest with its hooves, working it up. Let's actually look over my inventory. No, what's... Yeah, let's look at my inventory. So I got a lot of crap. Anything that's an E should just go. D's, I'm gonna throw them out too. Yeah, okay, someone's got that equipped. Look at this old F-ranked ring. Ugh. Some of these have had some work done, and those I'll keep around. Some of these just need to be pulled off. Look at this one. It just... triple S. It's like, do I even want to reforge it? Because it's going to go down to something like an F or a D, and I'm going to be like, oh man, it's weaker than it was before. I tried to... Is this a case if it ain't broke, don't fix it? I don't know. But it's freaking awesome. So, if I want everyone to have water spears, I should forge another one to replace this. Yeah, a lot of the ones I forged way back are just garbage. I want more fire vests. Yeah. If I can get... I want all of these guys plussing stuff up and doing reforging, but I'd also really like to continue working on my hammer. I want that hammer to be maxed out, but I don't know. We'll see about that. Man, though, without these active, this just feels like it's so slow. I'm also curious to try the Total Might Challenge. 100,000. It's a ways out yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a Crystal Power Challenge. Maybe a, do I want to do a Day Universe Challenge? Do I? I kind of do. I could do a Day Universe. Build the Divinity Generator up. Yeah, I could totally do a Day Universe Challenge. But before I did that, I'd probably want to do a No Divinity Challenge again. And that would require me to be reset all the way down, and I'd probably want to build up a little bit more creation speed and creation count and such first, too. So yeah, I'll get back to those. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do a nice leisurely crystal power. Well, okay, it's like every 3 hours-ish I have to reset. It's kind of a pain. But I'll do one of those. Then I'll, squeeze the last bit of GP out of this, and then I think I'll try a no rebirth. And depending on how long this takes is what I'll do, where I'll go from here. If I do a full 20 of these, I can pour the other remaining... I can get the other 6 planet level bonus. I still have 600 challenge points left over. Then I could turn around and do the planet multiplier challenges with... well, we'll be at least 20% faster at it. So... then I could use those to get to my, well, On the other hand, do I just want this more? I could just get this now and not worry about the PMCs at all. See, the thing is, I know that I get the best stat gains from, I know I get the best stat gains from Crystal Power Challenge. Just the shape of this challenge gets me the most GP and CP. Even if the reward itself isn't so great. And the Planet Multi and the No Rebirth are the only things remaining that plug into that. That and, of course, challenge points spent on Crystal Upgrade, and if I had enough pet stones to buy the 25% Crystal Upgrade. Like, that would be the ideal setup for spamming it. Yeah. Thing is, I don't think I'll be spending the pet stones anytime soon for the crystal upgrade, as much as I do want it. Anyway, we're working along. Unfortunately, I'm going to be streaming when this all ends. Well, we'll get a load of things afterwards. I'm seriously questioning whether or not I should be putting planet levels in at all. It's sort of like getting a higher clone count because it leaves me with more free clones. But almost everything else is objectively better. I might just make it a nice even 5. Well, no, it's not an even number, but somehow that feels like a more acceptable number to me. I swear I'm not OCD, okay? I just need the numbers to be balanced somehow, in some sensible way, okay? Okay, so anyway, I'll probably just make this a 5, and then I'll probably just save up for the half XP thing that I'm so desperate to have. After that, I'm probably going to go for the crystal upgrade boost. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's not like there's other things I really want, but I'm probably going to go with that one. It seems really good to me. Anyway, the other good thing about not doing AACs, doing shorter-ish runs, is I'm going to gain a ton of meat, which I'll want. I want to build this way the heck up. We're going to be running the forest soon, and that'll be eating meat again. It should still be a big net positive. Anyway. Let's see if we get a better fire vest this time. It's passable. Barely, but it's passable. What else do we need? Let's see. So we've got some fire vests. I'd like to have a few more. I want to throw this spear out. I should make another spear. Anything rank D or less should just go. God, these water vests are garbage. 2 triple S's, man. I think we're pretty good on rings. I think I should make one more water spear, and then I should be working on fire vests. Reach level 2 with my blacksmith here, but she's got a lot of work to do yet. Let's go ahead and make one more water spear. Then we'll, oh no! I used up those. Oh, no, it's fine. I got it. I got this. Okay, now with that in hand, I can be like, hey, forge a water spear. I mean, I suppose I could make fire swords now, but, you know, I've got all these great water spears. I think I'm just going to stick with it. Alright. I accidentally got my blacksmith caught in this. Okay. I need... Okay. Everybody gets fed. You there. Finally. Let's do this. Yes. Okay, now. I should probably give you the highest quality gear. Alright, I'm going to now... Alright, let's go through. Every piece of garbage gets thrown out now. That's the one we're going to throw out. Let's see. Wait. Ah! No! Where was I? Crap, I keep hitting the wrong back button. Okay, let me see. Who was that? Fine, we'll just start over. Quality S, good. Triple S, F, get that out of there. A, alright, let's see. You can have... this. What rank is this? Okay, A, yeah, that's good, that's good. The C is a pass. Right, you need a good water vest, because someday this needs to become tsunami, but, maybe we'll find a better water vest somewhere. Okay, that's fine. Gone. Pass. I mean, it's +5, no, or +3, but no, we're not keeping it. Get that off. I mean, I don't have to technically throw this away right now. I'm making my stuff temporarily weaker by doing this, I know, but... This training sword is a quality S training sword. Not that it does much of anything. Aha! You had the one good water one. Alright. See, this is because you... That's not right. This one. Because, yeah, you want all this to become tsunami gear eventually, so you get to have all that. Alright. Okay, let's see. Let's throw everything out that we're not keeping. Scrap. Scrappity. You know what, actually, no, that's fine. The steel pot is unfortunate, but I'm not going to scrap that. No, I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, scrap that. Scrap you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Okay. So... Now... Can I get your inventory from here? Please? It would be nice. No, I really can't. Alright, let's see. The book. You can have an iron sword for the moment. You can have this fire vest for now. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, Fafnir. Fafnir, the Phoenix, and the Squirrel. Let's see. You get this. Alright. And the Squirrel Okay. So, I'm working on that last spear, so I can swap this out for that. Then I need 2 sets. Oh, I need wait, the phoenix. Okay. Then I need some fire armor. 2 sets. Yeah. So we're going to begin forging like crazy. Alright, so always that 1 point short. It's infuriating. Okay. So let's hit... One sec. Whoa. Back. Okay. First of all, I think I can make 1 more of these. Secondly, I need this. Go ahead and do that. Okay. Now, Crystal Power Challenge. Alright. Really short runs. This is going to be interesting. Okay, first of all, we're switching things up now. So you're out. You can get replaced by, I don't know. Let's look around for a minute. You! Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Wouldn't make sense to put him in the volcano, sadly. Okay, so this lot, you're going to be doing the scrapyard. So, I say it's going to be about a 3-hour run. Okay, you know, this is probably fine. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now then, this lot is going to do the volcano again. Yes. Now you are going to be in the forest. So you get to have stuff too. But who? Oh yeah, this needs to be replaced. Alright, 1 sec. Okay, that makes this a lot easier. So you get swapped with... I guess the rabbit? No, you're an adventurer. I'll go with you. You, of course. And I guess you. Whoops, I already did you. You're an adventurer. The adventurers need to keep adventuring so they gain levels. Really? You? Oh, we'll go with you. I might tweak around with this stuff later. I probably want the rock to be gaining growth stat from this. But anyway. You guys have some real softies in you. Hold on a sec. There. Front row is much more hardened. Actually, I think the penguin is the strongest thing here. Cool. Excellent. Now, let me see. This is going to be done in 10 hours. So you need to find something you can work on for 10 hours. Is that right? Not quite. My dragon here is going to have to do a lot of time leveling. Hopefully, I need to make him a fire sword is what I need. I need it to be a fire sword. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. Several of them should be sporting these, but especially the wizard. Okay. Ahem. Bolt? Pick something. I guess we might as well just start from the top. Upgrade this 5 times. You. Upgrade this. Yes. 5 times. Oh, wow. You're faster than the dog. That makes sense, I guess. He spent a lot of time doing item camps. Eventually, the dog will probably become an adventurer, but probably not for a long time. But some distant future. Okay, so look at this. Okay, now the leftovers. What do you do with the rest in this circumstance? I think actually they might just be best spending their time leveling to boost this multiplier here. Because, I mean, there's only 4. But then again, 3 of them are adventurers. They really want to spend their time adventuring so that they're at least getting class XP. So I guess it's okay to just put them on level up campaign. Now that I've spent all those firestones, let's look here. Alright, I've got like... The only thing I've got a pile of right now, ready to go, is iron bars. I need to do wood, but I think it would take 22 days to convert all of this. I think I looked and it was like... Well, here, we'll just look for a second. So we know we want 13 firestones. Yeah! Look at that! So, you know, we're gonna be working on that for a little while. But I need to make healing potions too. See, I don't know when I'll probably get another alchemist and then retire the camel. Probably how it's gonna go. Anyway, point is, I'm not gonna have resources for evolving anyone for a while. Unless this guy gets to... Oh, crap. I'm forgetting this again. I wish I could automate that by spending some challenge points. This old iron vest on a rock. Still my strongest one. It's also the top of my list to evolve. Seriously. His growth is almost there, even though he's never been in a growth campaign, ever. If I can just get enough special wood. Well, I'm running the forest for the moment. Really, I should be running fire, water, and wood. Well, 2 out of 3 for the moment. We'll get back to the water temple later. Ooh, did I forget this? Shit. I've been so caught up in the crafting, I forgot what I was doing. Alright. very soon I'm going to go to depth 2. We are grinding our gear right now. I'm seriously tempted to replace the octopus with the penguin. 45 versus 35 is the reason I'm probably not going to do it. But man, that second assassin would be nice. Anyway, we got a wizard now. Oh, right. I've got 2 less GP this time than I did last time. It's gonna go down fast from here. I should go ahead and always make sure I do. Actually, it doesn't matter anymore. I don't have to get every achievement anymore because I'm not doing... I've got a lot of habits from the all achievement challenges I'm gonna have to break. You know that? Oh man, shorter runs. Maybe I need to set these up again. How much? Right. How much can it really do in 3 hours? Is it even worth doing? Probably not. Honestly, probably not. Pets, crafting campaigns. So the aim is 3-hour runs until I finish the CPC. Slam around a little bit more GP with even shorter runs. And then the no rebirth challenge. It feels weird not running item camps though. Feels like I'm missing out. Well, anyway. Well, it's decide time. We're hitting that 3-hour mark, and from here, I'm going to figure out what we're going to do. So I've almost got these to 500. It's going to take me a little bit of time, of course, to chew through all of these, because you have to make 6 fake universes at the end, or whatever. So I definitely want to get the 150 GP out of that. I need these for a second. Now, well, I only get one. Guess I should take this one. I'd have to go another hour to actually get all 6 crystals, but then it would take another hour on that to get them built up. And that just doesn't make sense. Basically, I want to rebirth once I get these all to around 10, 9 or 10-ish. Ideally. And it looks like I'm going to have... See, I haven't actually built my power surge any either, of course. That's a problem, too. As I said, decide time. I have to make decisions here about how we're going to approach this. Do I want to just make this 4-hour runs? I think I could cut it less than that. I think 3.5 hours seem right. And 3.5 hours is kind of nice because it would let me have 30 minutes of fighting clones time. Yeah. If I did 4 hours and 10 minutes, I could put all these on a 4-hour camp and then return. But would that really be any better? Well, there's still monuments in play to consider. How important are they really? How important is the power surge really? These are questions we must ask ourselves. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with 4 hours. 4 hours approximately. I think that's the best timing on it. Yeah, I think that's how this goes. Oh, whoa, not that. This. Yeah. All right. What about feeding? The 3-hour mark was better on feedings. It's just a little. It'll just be a loss. I'll just take it. I'm really still not going to get anything out of ultimates. Later on, when I've done the planet multiplier challenges, this will go better. And then when I have both the because when I come back to these for series, I should have no rebirth, planet multis. I should be able to get this down. Let's see. Yes, forest. What? Oh no! Really? What did I do? Really? Well, I mean, you guys are kind of weak. Still, you got a few hard hitters. Alright, fine. You'll just have to level up a bit. I mean, I suppose I could tape some weapons and armor onto them too. Eventually. Yeah. I'm gonna need to make more holy water too. Should I put them on divinity or multiplier for an hour? I don't even know. I might use another liquid up. Maybe. Might be good. Feels kind of uncomfortable having like my generator and everything be at such low numbers compared to where we were. Alright, that's good enough for that. I'm just going to set you here for a moment. Yeah, I'm not nearly it. I wish I could automate this because I'm not nearly able to be attentive enough to it. Alright then. Well, we'll be going slightly over, but there's something I've been meaning to do that I gotta knock out. More story. We have Minotaurs and the Tyrant. So, year 9061, April, Warfield. How long has it been since the last time I read one of these? Why am I checking the date? The date is fictional. I'm all like, April. Let's check. Originally, I wanted to set up warp gates at every location I knew. Do it. But because my time was limited, I decided to only do what was necessary to prepare for the fight against Athena. First, I looked for new monsters, which I hadn't discovered yet. After concentrating hard to find new life forms, I noticed something inside one of the many volcanoes. What could possibly live inside a volcano? It must have a really high tolerance to heat, at least. Even with my aura fully concentrated, it would have been hard for me to survive in there. Would it? You make mountains and things. How hard can it be to survive in a volcano? I sent a few shadow clones inside, but they never came out. It was not the new life form which caused the trouble, but the heat. Inside the volcano, it was many thousands of degrees, and their aura just wasn't strong enough to protect them from it. Then I continued with two obvious steps. First, I would destroy the volcano. Yes, the obvious, yeah, If my clones couldn't get inside the volcano to attack the monsters would have to come to my clones. Next, I'd have to train clones to improve their aura, so they could withstand the heat. A high tolerance to heat was never a bad thing. The new monster could have a really strong heat-based attacks, and sooner or later, I would probably fight a god with a similar power. Well, I have to ask the question I always ask. Why would something living in a volcano use heat-based attacks? No, really. What is it? What is it eating? What is it fighting? What is there that heat-based attacks is effective against that also lives in the volcano? People always assume us Alaskans would want to be masters of frost magic for some reason. This is why I know these things. Alaskan wizards do not study how to cast ice spells. Why would we? We like fire because we're freaking cold enough already. Anyway, the volcano was huge, so destroying it required a lot of power. It was also surrounded by flowing lava, which was a perfect opportunity for my clones to train their heat resistance. They had to increase their aura output so they could walk on the hot lava and then destroy the volcano with their fists. It started out similar to past training opportunities. They died. Walking on hot lava melted their feet and their bodies soon after. Even just the heat emitted was enough to cook them alive. Their surrounding aura provided no real defense. The volcano back on Fortitude wasn't as hot as this one, and my clones were extra careful when building my divinity generator. This time, they needed to dive into lava instead of avoiding it. That was a huge difference. Yeah, I think falling onto lava was like 2d6 or something, but being submerged in it was, 40d6 or something crazy? D&D numbers. I think acid was 20d6 for full submersion. Anyway, is bad. You don't want to be fully submerged in a hostile substance like acid, lava, or water. My clones learned fast. You could see the evolution take place. The more they died, the better their heat resistance became. They learned to use their aura to redirect the heat below their feet, so they're able to walk on it after only 2 days. Even so, they didn't last long. The rest of their bodies were still unable to take the heat, but that also began to improve at a fast pace. After just a week, they could proceed to the next phase. Destroy the volcano! One clone after another ran towards the volcano and punched it with full force. They were able to damage it with every punch, but it was not comparable to regular mountains. Normally, they could concentrate their power much better. They didn't need to focus their aura to redirect the heat first. And the mix between flowing and hardening lava also made it much more damage resistant. Boop. Boop. Oh, you got another 3 minutes to go, do you? Oh, I see. Well, I'm just gonna pick up you. Do this. Ah, finally. My first one brought up to quality for reforging. Now, you just pick the next one, rinse, and repeat. Oh, too far. Too small. There you go. Excellent. We're Take a moment to adjust a few things. First, I'm gaining an obscene amount of power from this, but I probably should do doggone it. This followed by, let me see, yep, forest, yay. I guess I was 2 minutes worth the indecisive on this one. So we're going to follow that up by doing black holes and upgrades. And yes, I'm fully aware of how... Oh, I just realized I might have made a small mistake. We have one other thing we need to take care of, but I'll have to do this to pull it off. It's probably good enough. Excellent. Boom. Okay. You may restore that. It's an easy thing to forget. Okay. So I just want to use up this divinity before I start making black holes so it doesn't purchase raw black holes or universes, because it's really wasteful when it does that. Okay. Right, story time. While the volcano was extremely durable, it was not too hard to destroy it. Until the new monsters appeared. It seemed they'd noticed my clones as an opposing force that must be driven away, and unfortunately, as expected, they were really strong. They were huge, at least 3 meters high, with 2 horns. Their skin was orange-red, like the lava, and they walked in the lava as if it were water. Lava's rock. You can't really walk in it like it's water. Whatever, I'll just assume that you're somehow super, super, super dense, okay? And we'll just hand wave it. They looked similar to bulls back in my universe, but walked on 2 feet. Each of them carried an axe as big as a shadow clone. I called them minotaurs, or minos for short. I'm not sure what material the axe was, but to be able to withstand the heat of the lava was something I'd never seen before. Maybe it was also because they infused their axes with aura. Whatever the reason, it didn't melt the didn't melt in the lava. If you can infuse objects with aura so that they can be... You really should just make weapons for yourself. While they weren't as fast as many of the other monsters my clones fought against, they were really powerful and resistant to all kinds of attacks. They easily blocked aura balls with their axes. Sometimes they even reflected them back, and it seemed like they took no damage from the punches of my clones. They swung their axes to destroy everything in their path, and weren't bothered by the incoming attacks of my clones. The minotaurs were slow and rarely landed a hit, but with so many swinging their axes in huge arcs, some inevitably connected and killed a clone in one hit. Their swings also emitted a powerful heat wave, as hot as the lava. Well, that just means you have to point your feet at the heat wave, which sometimes killed a clone without even touching it. The aura to redirect heat of the lava had been focused on their feet and wasn't strong enough to protect their whole body. Well, like I said, jump kick them. Then I had my clones try out hypnosis on the minotaurs. It worked on golems, after all. It worked pretty well, but only for the minotaurs. When my clones tried to hypnotize them, their eyes glowed red, which caused my clones to freeze for a few seconds. Then I had my clones try out hypnosis on the minotaurs. It worked on the golems, after all. It worked really well, but only for the... Okay, I see. The sentence was just a little weirdly worded. But only for the minotaurs. My clones tried to hypnotize them, their eyes glowing red, which caused my clones to freeze for a few seconds. Okay, so the minotaurs know hypnosis. For some reason, you make up this technique, but the minotaurs know it. It works on all the opponents in actual fights, special fights. It even works on UBs. But, wait, do we use No, you don't use hypnosis on UBs. But you do use them at special fights, and it works just fine. But Minotaurs? Nope. Alright. The Minnows used that time to slash my clones in half with their big axes. I later found out that the Minnows had other ways to immobilize my clones. They could do a loud and terrifying war cry, which temporarily stunned all my clones for a short while. So even if they were slow, with their stunning war cry combined with their high offense and defensive power, they didn't need any speed. It was easy to hit a stunned target. At that time, it didn't seem like my clones had any chance of winning, so staying there without doing anything else was a bad idea. I would have failed as a preparation exercise for my next battle. It was time to go back to Fortitude. Building a village had greatly improved the effect of my tombs, but villages are still small. And for my godly statues, I needed more. Lima was able to create whole nations that would be perfect fit for my statues. If a whole nation could pray to my statue, it would increase my power many times over. The statues also are much better than the other earlier monuments, well-rounded. They increased every aspect of my power, and not only a specific trait. Sadly, they were also really expensive. But with my wormhole, I visited Lima and asked to buy a nation. But my divinity wasn't enough, so I had to create it for myself. She also needed me to provide an example so she could copy it first. Why not? She makes them. Why does she need an example of what she already knows how to do? The nations I needed could be different compared to the ones she usually creates. How so? After this conversation, I gave my clones instructions about how to improve my divinity generator. Its output had still a lot of room to grow. Yeah, now that you've discovered even hotter lava, for sure. So eventually it would make enough divinity to buy nations. Creating the nations was no easy task, and took much longer than I estimated. 3 weeks later, 3 days before the deadline for my fight, I was sure I wouldn't make it. It was just too big a project for such a short amount of time, and I didn't want it to fail. Without a proper nation, I would be unable to upgrade my statues and gain enough power to stand a chance against Athena. I didn't have time to destroy the nation and try again. There wasn't anything I could do about it now. I just had to try it. I decided to go back to Warfield and see how my clones fared against the Minos. Had they managed to defeat some of them in the meantime? Aren't all your clones dead? Aren't you... If you make more... No, I'm not gonna... Anyway. I warped like usual, you say, having only just invented warping technology. But then something weird happened. I ended up someplace I had never been before. It wasn't even on a planet, just some wormhole in the midst of space. I was able to see 3 planets in the distance. Shortly after, one of them exploded. The explosion reached all the way to my space stem. Luckily, it was quite durable and didn't take any damage. I flew a bit further away, and then wanted to find out what happened. A planet doesn't explode without any reason. Space stem had quite great observatory telescopes and devices to monitor everything, even from this distance. It also recorded exactly what had happened. But before I had time to look into it, one of the other planets exploded too. It was an even bigger explosion. The third and last planet followed soon after. Then suddenly all the debris, gas, and fire disappeared without a trace, and 5 new planets appeared. Then I noticed a god. I was far away inside Space Dim, and zoomed in on the new planets and the god with the telescope. He shouldn't have noticed me, but I had a bad feeling about him. All of a sudden, he punched into one planet. The planet didn't explode, but gained a lot of speed and rammed into one of the other planets, exploding them both. Afterwards, it didn't even take him 1 second until he kicked the third planet and rammed into the 2 others. The physics on these planets is very strange indeed. They all exploded, which combined with the first into an even bigger explosion. Then he compressed them all and created a new star out of it. Suddenly, I felt a shiver and started to panic. I only wanted to flee far away, start the warp engines, go someplace else. I didn't care where, just far away from here. When this happened, I was at least a few light minutes away from the god and the exploding planets. But even at this distance, I could feel his power. And because it was a few light minutes away, the explosions had already happened minutes ago. This god could have been on his way towards me. His power felt insurmountable and absolutely devastating. I already met some really powerful gods, and the energy emitted from Odin was far beyond mine. However, this new guy was like something from another world. Even Odin was nothing compared to him. I felt like an ant, totally weak and helpless. I'm sure he could have pulverized my space stem with me inside with a single punch. He could crack whole planets like they were eggs, play football with the shattered remains, then spin new planets out of nothing and start again, all because he seemed bored. Even worse, unlike Odin, I didn't feel anything like emotions from him, only his evil and desire for destruction. I was terrified. After warping away, I ended up somewhere else again. I didn't find my way back within the next few days. I warped through wormholes, but even all the devices in Spacestim weren't enough to pinpoint my location. Would I ever find my way back? The 3 days had already passed. I'd missed my date with Athena, but at least I didn't run into the new god again. But I couldn't give up so easily. I continued my search. Finally, I found my way back and reached Warfield. I was 3 weeks late. How was I supposed to greet Athena? You could just rebirth. Everyone loses their memories when you do that. Well, first I had to find her. While it was unlikely that she had just waited for 3 weeks, I checked the meeting place first. Like I expected, she wasn't wrong. She was here, sleeping on top of a mountain. I didn't even need to wake her. She woke herself up when I was still at least a kilometer away. After standing up, she jumped high, and when she came in contact with the floor, created a big crater surrounding her, like an explosion. Then she slowly walked towards me, with every step causing a small earthquake. It seemed like she was slightly angry about my delay. When she was close, I called her, "Hello, Athena. Sorry for the delay. I had some trouble while I traveled back to—" I didn't even finish the sentence when she punched me with all her power, while my aura was active and surrounded me. I wasn't really prepared for the fight and the surprise attack. After her punch, I spewed blood, flew backwards for a few hundreds of meters, and instantly lost my awareness. That was the shortest fight against a god yet. I totally lost with that first punch of hers, but losing this battle wasn't surprising. I had neither finished my monument upgrade, nor were my clones able to defeat the Minos yet. Even with full concentration, I probably would have lost the fight. 1 month of preparation just wasn't enough, and meeting the unexpected new being after a failed warp had delayed and disrupted my training. A few hours later, I woke up, and Athena was still there, not far from me. First you make me wait for a whole 3 weeks, then you don't even put up a fight. Total disappointment, she said. Well, she wasn't wrong. I shouldn't have trusted my warp gates too much when they were still new. I could have arranged a later date for the battle from the beginning. Only 1 month of preparation to fight against new god probably wasn't enough, even if everything went perfectly. Sorry, something unexpected happened. Let me explain. Athena had calmed down a bit while I was unconscious, so she listened to me this time. I told her about the malfunction in my self-constructed warp gate, how I ended up someplace else, and about what I saw there. I also told her how strong she was, or how strong he was. As soon as she heard that, she was very surprised. She started to panic a bit and told me his story. Wait, I thought we banished him to another dimension. That was Baal, the one who created this universe. I'm sorry, the story... As a writer, I rebel against overusing a word, and this writer likes to use the word God as if it were punctuation. And it's like, okay now. There are other words. He is insanely powerful and malicious tyrant. We call him Tyrant Overlord Baal. Overlord is a much more fitting name than God for him. He is just plain evil. He first created this universe and all of us, but he never saw us as gods or even as living beings. He is the only God who is able to create other gods, so he created us all. But we were mere playthings to him. At the beginning, we were more than 1,000, but he destroyed a big part of the universe and killed most of us just for fun. When he was bored, he often just killed the whole planet. with all the gods still on it, and then leaving. Later, all of us fought against him. We wanted to be free of him and didn't want to live in fear anymore. But even with our combined power, we were no match against him. Why would you think you'd be a match for him? Even so, after a long battle, Kronos, the most powerful, managed to open up a path to a different dimension and banished him in there. This wasn't an easy thing to do. Kronos had a special ability to control space and time. This is a really powerful ability, and the only reason we were able to banish Baal into another dimension. In the battle against Baal, Kronos just observed everything and hid himself in another dimension so Baal couldn't reach him and kill him. He first watched him kill all the gods and the whole universe countless times. Countless of times. He then rewinded time in order to revive us so we had a chance to battle him again. Every time Kronos told us what he found out in the battle he had watched, but it was useless. We never found a weakness, and everyone died without the smallest chance of victory. So you Doctor Stranged him, huh? Till he got bored and gave up? Is that where it's going? But even if we had no chance of victory, Kronos continued to work on creating another dimension where we would be able to contain Baal. So even if we didn't defeat him, he would never find us again. I don't know how many tries it took him, but he eventually managed to banish Baal and we never saw him again. And now you say you saw him? How did he flee from his dimension? This is really bad news. I have to tell Odin. He knows where Kronos is located. Where did you see him? I was just wandering about the universe and on accident, just kind of bumped into him. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, so I have a spaceship where I can warp into different dimensions. The warp engine I made probably somehow interacted weirdly with the dimension warp device of my spaceship. I might have ended up in a different dimension instead of the location of my warp gate, and there I saw Baal. I don't know if he noticed me, because I stayed a large distance away, and I don't know if he is able to reach us here. Even with my spaceship, it was really complicated to get back to this planet. He was probably hiding in your storage closet the whole time. He was probably already aboard your spaceship before you fled. I might be able to retrace my movements and go back to him, but I'd rather not. That is dangerous, and I wouldn't want to go near him anytime soon. I see, that is good to hear. But if you're able to enter the dimension where he was, chances are he will be able to return to our dimension. I need to tell Odin and Kronos needs to decide what to do. When she was about to go, I shouted, "Wait, can we fight again? Today I wasn't prepared well enough, but the next time I'll put up a better fight." "I'm always ready for a good fight. Just don't put up such a poor performance as today ever again." Then she flew away and was gone. This time, we didn't set a time or place, but I was sure to find her again. One more. But for the moment... This is all we got. Alright, that's fine. Sadly, it's only a grade 2, but that's to be expected. Everyone get fed. Is so tiny. Alright, so we're going with 4 hours-ish. It's fine. I'll just go ahead and do that. And you know, we still make a good amount of GP and stuff, so you know. Whoa, no, rebirth. Yes. Still need 307 more, eh? Okay. How much? Ooh, 10 GP down. Well, that's kind of the point of this exercise. Once we finish with the crystal power, we'll descend even more. So, we'll read the next part of the story next time. Ho ho ho. And... oh wait, I should be doing it like this. Oh, I should poke this one more time. Not that I'm getting much of anything out of it, but, you know, whatever.